Cristiano Ronaldo grew up in extreme poverty in Madeira, Portugal. His father was an alcoholic. His family lived in a house with no proper heating. He became a legend. But there are millions like him who never got the chance. I am one of them. This is my story. I was born in 1986 in Syria. My childhood was marked by poverty and limited access to knowledge. The world around me felt restricted, like living inside an invisible cage. I would look at people with experience, with education, with freedom to think, and they seemed like giants standing outside my prison. We lived within a narrow reality, a reality where certain ideas were accepted, certain questions were discouraged, where we were taught that our way was the only way, the best way, the only truth. But even as a child, I had doubts. Why did we live in poverty while resources existed elsewhere? Why was education limited? Why was curiosity discouraged? Why were we taught to fear technology, progress, and the outside world? Why did we have to prepare for endless conflict instead of building peace? Why couldn't we simply live? The adults around me seemed certain about everything, certain about who we were, who we should be, what we should want, but I wasn't certain. And that made me dangerous, to myself, to the system around me. I would ask my parents, why can't we think differently? The answer was always the same, because this is how it is. This is our path. And I would feel that cage tighten around me. What I didn't know then was that my questions, my doubts, were not weaknesses. They were the first cracks in the cage. Millions of others felt the same way. They were asking the same questions in secret, in whispers, in their hearts. We were not alone in our confusion. We were not wrong for questioning. The cage wasn't built to protect us. It was built to control us. And the moment you realize you're in a cage, the moment you question it, you've already begun to escape. In 2011, everything changed. The cage began to crumble. Not just for me, for many of us. But this video is not about politics. This is about what happened to ordinary people like me. What we felt, what we learned, how we survived. This is about social awakening, about breaking free from the limitations we were taught to accept, and about discovering that the life you were told was impossible might actually be possible. My name is Ahmed. I was born in poverty. I lived in a cage of limited thinking. But I never stopped asking questions, and that question mark saved my life. In the next episodes, I'll share with you how I broke free from that cage, what I learned about myself, how I built a new life from nothing, and how you can do the same, no matter where you started. Thank you for listening to my story. If my story resonated with you, if it touched your heart, your feedback means everything to me. Your support matters deeply. I would be honored if you would subscribe to this channel. Together, let's build a community, a loving family where we grow, learn, and inspire one another. I welcome your thoughts. Your constructive criticism helps me grow better. Thank you for being part of this journey. Subscribe, be part of our family,